Hi, guys, and welcome back to Too Much. If you're watching the video right now, you may notice something slightly different. I am in a different studio, but it's kind of same, different. I am in LA. And today, I am joined by a very, 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 very special guest, someone who is near and dear to my heart. I was gonna say Miss, like your old email address. Yeah. Miss
Yikes.
Ashley and Nichole.
Leave all of this in.
Half of Unsolicited Advice.
Correct. That's me.
Applause. And the future, I don't think I know his last name.
Show Fembry. Yes, it is. It's a whole thing.
The future Mrs. Jackson.
Yeah, there you go. Future Mrs. Jackson. That's perfect.
How are you doing?
I am doing so good. I'm like coming off of a cold. So excuse me if I sound maybe it sounds a little sexy. Maybe it sounds a little like Phoebe from Friends. Maybe we like it. I don't know, but I don't. And I'm trying to get rid of it.
It
but
is
I haven't
sexy.
got rid of it yet.
And also, if you guys didn't catch what I was saying, Ashley is a brand new, fresh fiancé.
She's getting married. I don't even think I've said that specifically out loud.
Really?
Like, that's how fresh and new this is for me, and I cannot get used to it. I'm just like out of my mind, like, oh my God. I'm like taken. Such a crazy thing to think about.
Are you just like grabbing a coffee and you're like, oh my God, what was that?
You should have seen me like the week after. I've just been walking around like elbow extended.
Oh.
Elbow extended, you guys. And like every time I like grab something, I'm like, oh.
I would too.
Distracted.
Honestly.
I'm just like, I'm so beside myself. I'm having an absolute blast.
You're gonna get like stronger muscles in your left arm and wrist
just
because
like
you're
one finger. I'm
yeah.
just like,
you're like, now I'm like not even doing my dominant hand. I'm only gonna use my left hand. Just so
everything.
You can see it.
Everything is like, how do I?
It's fucking stunning.
How do I show her off? It's just like, it's been so much fun.
I love
He
it.
did so good. Apparently.
Yeah, I need the full story. I don't know anything.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Except your Instagram post. I was waiting for today to ask. So lay it on us.
I appreciate that. Apparently, he had a friend from college whose dad is a diamond wholesaler.
We love friends with dads in the diamond business.
I mean, I'm just like, that is such a good connect to have. So I guess picking out the ring was like such a smooth process. Like his friend was involved, the dad was involved, my sister was involved. Also, having
everyone was involved except you.
Yeah. Having a sister involved, I think like made it even easier for him. I was like, I don't want to know anything. Alicia knows everything. Just ask her. Like she had an album from like probably almost a year ago. I think I sent it to her and I was like, hey, when Jackson asked, like, here's the inspo, I was like, I don't need anything crazy. I just want like the stone and a simple gold band. Like that's all I ever wanted. I always liked the oval shape. And that was literally it. So they like tag teamed planning it together, which was really sweet because they have a really cute relationship.
Oh, that's so fucking excited. He did a great job. Tell us how it happened.
Oh man.
I need to know the full surprise story.
Okay. Full surprise story is we talked about getting married like last fall. I was like, I don't want to know the details.
Wait, give context to my audience if you do not know actually like how long you guys been together.
Okay.
When
full backstory.
The cliff notes on that part, and then we'll get into the meat of the proposal.
What's hilarious is I feel like my whole story on my YouTube channel and on my podcast was that I'm single. I have been single this entire time.
Your whole personality.
It's been my whole personality. I have never like for a very long time hadn't had like a serious boyfriend. I dated, but they were all just meh.
If it makes you feel any better, I've only known you with a boyfriend.
Yeah,
because I met you through Jackson.
Which is wild. So I'm like notoriously known for being single. I met Jackson on Hinge and we talked for a few weeks, ended up getting drinks. I hated online dating, didn't take it seriously at all until COVID hit. And then I was like, how am I supposed to meet anybody? Yeah. Desperate times. So the second they lifted the mask mandate, I started taking dating like very seriously. And I went on a lot of like first dates because I felt like I like forgot
how to do it. Dating is a skill. I always say that. The more you do it, the better you get.
I was like, how do I small talk? Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, what are my like non-negotiables? Couldn't tell you. So
what's my favorite movie? What's my favorite color?
I literally was like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I was so overwhelmed. So I started taking it very seriously. I had an actual routine where there was a bar around the corner. Wouldn't tell them that I was around the corner, but that's where I went on like all my first dates. And
did you know the bartender? Like as you were bringing like your 4th date, they're like, Ashley again?
I literally never noticed like a single person that was familiar, but
love that.
I always got the same drink. I always got the same order. Like I literally had like a routine. So by the time Jackson met me, this routine was polished. I got really good at asking very specific questions, like getting to know people, and hardly ever, maybe twice, did I ever like go to a second destination after that
follow-up
bar.
drinks after the first.
Yeah, like, oh, let's get food after, or dessert or drinks or whatever somewhere else. He was, I think, actually, truthfully, like the only person that I went to a second destination with. And like from then on out, we were like inseparable. We talked every day, and it's honestly been great. He was a breath of fresh air as far as like the online dating goes. And
how many years ago was that now?
That was 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
We'll have been dating 4 in August officially, but
now you have other anniversaries to think about. Oh my
God. He did propose like I think 2 weeks ago, something like that, roughly.
I've been reliving it every day because I keep seeing it on Instagram and TikTok, all the different social media platforms. I see new posts every day.
No, guys, he did such a good job, and I actually feel really bad because we decided that we were gonna get engaged, and I was like, listen, I don't want to hear a thing. Like, I don't want to know anything. I want to be surprised. Like, talk to my sister. So I like literally put it on the shelf and was like, it'll happen when it happens. I thought it was happening on New Year's. It didn't. I was ready for it. We were staying at his.
You're like getting your nails done. Like,
no,
every
I
week.
Literally, you should have seen me on New Year's. Perfect nails, perfect hair. I self-tanned the night before. White? I did not wear white. I didn't want to be obvious, but I was like, a girl's getting proposed to today.
Like, got like a garter on.
I know it. I was so wrong. And basically, Jackson has been trying to propose since then. And I don't know why, but I did not plan this year, but I've been traveling like ferociously.
Wait, he's like nonstop. Made attempts?
Like he's actually been like trying to pick dates and weekends. And then I literally went to Dubai, I went to Korea, and I went to Tokyo.
Imagine
then I went to Coachella. And this poor man was like, how am I supposed to like pin her down? So what he ended up doing was he messaged my manager, who I'm very close with.
He's like, so stop giving her jobs.
Vicariously, he's very close with her too. He was like, hey, can you help me lock Ashley in to LA for like 1 weekend? And so I'm currently working with Clinique. I had a dinner on my Google Calendar with Clinique for a while. Like it was on there. I had an actual invite that had their logos. I had an Uber voucher for $200 that said Clinique dinner. Like it had their logo on it to get me from my place to the event and back, which was like all like to a T what happens at like higher end
like,
brand events.
Of course I'm getting $200 for my Uber.
And I'm like, this is wild. But they were like, the invitation was like, this is going to be like a welcome dinner to some of our like newest products and like people that will be working on this launch. You'll get to know the team. It's supposed to be like a very intimate dinner. And I was just like, obviously I have to go. And my manager was like, this is highly encouraged for you to go to. It was like on a Saturday night. And I,
imagine
you know, and in my like 35-year-old state, I've said this before, this is not news to most people. I hate networking. I'm really bad at it. I have to have had like at least a couple drinks in me in order to get talking because I'm naturally just a shy person. I can put it on, but it exhausts me. Right. So it like I can only do it for so long and then I'm like done, tapped out. So I was like dreading going because this is what's silly and I should have picked up on the first time. One of my girlfriends was in town. Jackson's old roommates were in town.
Oh.
And both of them, the thing is, both of them work in LA all the time. And they're out here all the time. And they literally stay with us all the time. So it wasn't like an out of the blue thing.
But yeah, hindsight's 2020. So you're like, oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, my girlfriend who does wedding photography is here. But she's here all the time because she acts.
Right.
So she's constantly like, hey, can I crash with you and Jackson for like a couple days? And we're like, sure. So
He's
she
been
literally
plotting this for decades.
Yeah. And then his friends were out here for like an iHeart thing, quote unquote. But they've done that before.
Right.
Like none of it was like out of the blue. But I vlogged the whole thing on my YouTube channel. Literally thought it was a normal day. was dreading getting ready, didn't want to go, almost canceled. I like kind of ruined my outfit, didn't think it was that big of a deal. I was like, oh, I'll just throw something else on. My sister ended up dressing me. The fact that my sister was even going with me was like a big deal because she never wants to go to stuff like this either.
Yeah.
Me and her cut from the same cloth. Like, we are so shy. So the fact that she was going with me also should have been like a tell of like, oh, something big is going on. Anyways, all that to say, we get to the event. It was at Barley's in Hollywood. And I had instructions to talk to the host for like what to say for the Clinique dinner, that they had rented out like a whole reserved area. So I tell them that. I open the door. He's there with like a trail of roses and candles and a cello player, which is like my favorite instrument of all time.
I'm crying.
And there were gardenias in the flowers, which is my favorite flower. So the whole place smelled amazing.
This is so well thought out.
So well thought out. And then one of my besties, Haley, who's a wedding photographer, is literally there like already snapping away. And I was a wreck. And I'm like not a cute crier. I'm a very ugly crier. Like faces like beet red. I like couldn't move. I black out. At one point, my sister took my purse out of my hands, and I
saw that in the video.
Yeah, and I was
so
just
cute.
like, she literally did so good.
Oh.
He proposes. It's so beautiful.
Do you remember what he said? I hear people black out.
I heard a video, but I know I couldn't have told you what he said because I couldn't breathe.
Right.
I was like trying to make sure I didn't like fall because I was in like these little heels. And that was like so sweet and so beautiful. And then like we toast because some of my girlfriends are in there and they're all filming it, which was like important for me. Probably not for him, but for me.
For most girls, it's important.
Yeah. So then we go to toast, and it was really cute. It was just the two of us, and he says one more thing, and I turn around, and a bunch of friends walk in, and then my parents walk in.
Jackson!
My parents walk in, which was like, I literally wept. Like, I went from ugly crying to like,
I'm weeping.
Weepy.
My God.
It was a lot because my parents mean a lot to me. And I guess he like asked their permission and took him out to dinner beforehand. And I just could not.
Well done, Jackson.
The second I heard, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't tell him to.
I mean, that's like, it's an unwritten rule. It actually is a written rule, but it is an unspoken rule that like I would be very upset if my I
had hinted to him. I was like, you can do whatever you want. I was like, this is your thing. But I know it would mean a lot to my dad if you did.
Yeah. And
apparently he asked him and my mom, and it was just so they're telling me all of this like as they're like walking in, and I'm like sobbing, and it was so sweet and so pure and so beautiful.
Oh my God.
And just like amazing.
I'm so fucking happy for you. I stopped drinking during podcasts because I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I would right now. I would be.
Cheers.
Yeah, we would cheers.
We would cheers.
Damn.
I know he did so good.
Honestly, the picture of you where you're like this looking up, like I wept when I saw you. I'm gonna put it in my freaking carousel so you guys can see it. The whole thing was so, I mean, it sounds like he put so much effort into it and so much attention.
He worked so hard, and it paid off. It worked out well.
You're like, I said yes. Had it been a little less work, maybe not.
I'm like, wow, this was so seamless and beautiful. I'm like, there was probably so much effort, obviously, on the back end for them.
He called in the troops.
He called in everybody.
Oh, gosh.
And it was so great. And it also just happened to be, we've been having like shitty weather in LA lately. It was like a perfect blue sky, like beautiful sunset on a rooftop day, which was just like another little cherry on top to just like the perfect evening.
Yeah.
So your girl's happy and beaming and taken, and it feels so good. Jackson.
Wow.
What a guy.
Well, on the note of Ashley being freshly taken and off the market and proposed to and freshly a fiance, she's also
a fresh fiance.
Freshly off of a bachelorette party.
Y'all.
Which brings us to today's topic. We are going to talk about bachelorette parties. All of the nuances,
the good,
and
the bad,
the ugly crying,
the stressful,
the shit we wish didn't happen, the shit
details
that we keep doing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And also what your plans are and how you're going to either continue the cycle or break it.
That is a thing.
Yeah. Ashley was just in Vegas.
I was just in Vegas.
And now she's here, and it's only Tuesday, which is like...
not enough time to recoup.
I wouldn't be here.
You know what's crazy? My sister and the bride-to-be of the Bachelorette that I went to, we got back Sunday evening. They left Monday evening for New York.
No.
Yeah. I'm so in awe of them.
Simply no.
I'm so in awe of them. I even have 2 friends that were there at the Bachelorette party with us that were raging. They landed Sunday evening at like 7:30, went straight to Cowboy Carter.
That I could rally for.
I was just like, I'm unwell.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. How are you like still going out? This is crazy.
Bachelorettes take it out of me.
Exhausted.
Any weekend drinking takes it out of me these days.
Oh, we had such a good time. Also, just like if you follow Remy at all, she's been planning for this since like infancy. Like she had everything perfectly planned out. We had so much fun. Every day, like, had themes, and we had different places we went to. We had tables at every club that we went to. It ended up on TMZ, which was wild.
It did?
It did.
Wait, cool.
I know. I was like, Remy.
What was the headline?
It was just like Remy's ultimate Vegas bachelorette or something like that.
Oh my God.
Which is so funny because I was so down bad for like the entire weekend.
Yeah.
It was so well thought out. It was so well done. But your girl's exhausted. I'm so tired.
Now, talk to me. Be honest.
Yeah.
Do you like bachelorettes?
I
how do they
like
make you feel?
bachelorettes. I'm so depleted for like a week after.
Yeah.
Because, well, especially a Vegas one. And I've gone to a couple crazy Vegas ones.
I've never been to a Vegas bachelorette.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Remy's is now up there as like one of the best bachelorettes I've gone to. But my girlfriend, the one that I mentioned earlier that was staying with me that does wedding photography, I did a bachelorette with her in Vegas. And one of the themes that she wanted to do was dress up as men.
I remember that from your Instagram.
It
was your type, right? Or something
yes,
it was supposed to be?
It was like dress up as your type. So I'm literally like, I'm drawing on a beard. I'm wearing one of Jackson's shirts and one of Jackson's hats. And all of us are dressing up as like our partners, our boyfriends, or just our type.
I remember when I saw that and I brought it up to someone and I was like, I would probably dress as an old man.
But you could have. Like, that was what was
right.
so funny. And I remember like going to that and seeing that on the things of like to do for our itinerary for the weekend. And I was just like, man, I don't want to go to a club looking like a dude. Will they even let us in? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the plan? I wanted to look cute. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's hard for Vegas.
It's hard for Vegas. So I packed clothes, but I didn't actually want to do it. And then
we start getting ready. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
We start getting ready, and like we had like an adjoining room with like 2 other girls. Everyone starts like really getting into the dressing up factor. So we're like, wow, we probably outdid ourselves.
Uh-huh.
We go downstairs. I kid you not. There's like 20 girls, all to like full send, went like men. We look like men. The bride was in like worker boots and she had a tool belt. I have never had so much fun in my life. Bachelorettes were stopping us and taking photos with us. Like guys, girls, doesn't matter. Workers were stopping us and taking photos with us. We were like street entertainment.
That is
literally what we were.
A good theme.
And then we went to Magic Mike, dressed as men, sat in the front row, and the show starts and all of the dancers start going, and one by one they all start kind of staring at us and like trying to figure out what's going on. And then me and Taryn, who you've met Taryn before, me and Taryn are sitting at the end. And one of the dancers comes and like sits on the armrest and is like, hey, ladies, what's going on here? We're all trying to figure it out. And I'm like, oh my God. And I point to like the girl in the middle with the worker belt and the boots and everything. I'm like, it's her bachelorette. And he was like, stop it. This is a bachelorette. And we were like, yeah. And then they immediately like go crazy and they were eating it up. And then they gave her a lap dance, which was funny because she looks like a guy. And it was just like, it was so hysterical. And it was also so easy. And also my feet didn't hurt. I had the best time.
Wow.
Like I had 0 blisters. I could have kept walking all night long. I was like, this is great.
Biggest win of all.
Yeah, biggest win of all.
I did a bachelorette once in Savannah, Georgia, and we dressed as grandmas. And
so fun.
like that one, it was like same. I was in slippers.
Yeah.
I had a cane. I was in like a robe. So comfy.
Yeah.
So comfy. I went more bad grandma.
Right.
Like all the other ones did like Southern charm grandma with like pearls and whatever. And like I went like, you know, cigarette in my mouth. Like I had like a tit out.
Yeah.
Like I was
You're
in a
like
bra.
a little sloppy.
Yeah. I was like, what was my name? Gladys? No. I think Gladys. My name was Gladys. Yeah. And I had like a raspy voice all night. It was hilarious.
No, it's so fun. And I never would have said that I'm a theme person.
Yeah.
But now having gone to a handful of bachelorettes, I love a good theme.
When they're creative enough
Yes.
like that, and they're not like,
Boring.
I don't know. Something about bachelorettes.
Yeah.
Like, I love them when I'm on them,
Mhm.
but I feel like the prep and leading up to it and the planning and everything like sours my mentality about
Yeah.
it and like my mindset about it going into them.
Can I say,
Please.
I have been engaged for a literal second. A second. The amount of people that have already been like, when's the date? What's the plan? What do you want for your bachelorette? I don't know.
Literally, my second question. What's the most overwhelming thing people have been asking you about already?
I have no clue. I put zero thought into this.
Of course, you're just enjoying being engaged.
100%. And like, maybe this is something I should have thought about given that I'm 35. Like at some point should have put some thought into like, where would I want to get married? What would I want to do for a bachelorette? But to be fair, like I didn't see it coming until, I mean, I did once I started dating Jackson. So maybe I should have maybe at some point.
No, I mean, but it's also fun to plan it together. Like
But
now you've
also,
created like a landscape.
Yeah, now there's
that's
another
a blank
part
canvas.
of me that I'm like, okay, well, what would fit us instead of just
Yeah.
me? So it's like, there's so much to think about. I'm so overwhelmed, and I haven't even started.
Well, I think that's
So many questions.
kind of a good place to be because if you haven't thought about it and you haven't started, like there's no date. You're not
No.
like against a timeline right now.
No, we're
So
not.
like you're fine.
Yeah.
So like take your fucking time.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
And that is the plan. I've heard brides talk about the like incessant questions.
Mhm.
I didn't fully believe them, I don't think. And
Yeah.
I apologize for that because now I'm just sitting here going, man, I haven't even begun. Like I have just barely dipped my toe
Yeah.
into this like wild water of like wedding planning, and like I'm already like, ugh.
I feel like there's two types of brides. It's the people who have not thought about it and
They
then
love
the people,
it or they aren't prepared, and there's the people that have been planning for this since infancy, and then there's the people that are just here
that is me.
for the ride.
I have been planning it since infancy, but it's also like changed. It's evolved over time. Like
Yeah.
10 years ago, I wanted like a black wedding cake.
Ooh.
Not the case anymore.
Yeah.
I've grown. I've gotten happier. But
I was like, that's giving emo.
yeah. But do you like know where you'd want like ideal? Like right now, if you had to plan it, Bachelorette.
Oh, Bachelorette. I won't be doing Vegas, but that's simply because I'm just not a clubber.
Mm-hmm.
I never have been. I crave a going out session with my girls literally like once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out of my system, and then I'm good for another like 11 months.
I can't relate.
Can't
relate at all.
I cannot. So like again, loved Vegas, loved it for Remy. I can see myself doing like a winery.
Yeah.
Like
I like
a
that, like
retreat, or like
Napa.
and if I wanted to have like a fun drinking day, like renting a boat to do
Mhm.
that, or like a little bar crawl in like a cute little town or something like that. But the raging of it all isn't in the cards for me.
Yeah. What are your Bachelorette icks? Like, what will you definitely not be doing?
Oh, I don't care for like the games.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm like, if you are here, then you know him pretty well. You know me pretty well. I don't need a quiz.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. Like, I think the games is what has made me hate Bachelorettes. Like,
Yeah.
I personally, like, I have not always had like a large group of friends. I don't have friends from birth. And I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of my friends, especially the Bachelorettes that I've already been on, like they have friends from birth.
Yes.
And like everyone jokes that a Bachelorette is like a cult, but it is like the fucking Hunger Games. And instead of weapons around the cornucopia, it's like shots and childhood memories.
Yeah.
And it's like, who has the most childhood memories with the bride? Who knows the bride the best? And it's like these little things and facts and memories are like weaponized.
Yeah.
And then if you don't know, and if you haven't been a part of their life for their entire life, you're like, am I a shitty friend? Am I a bad person? Does everyone hate me?
Yeah.
Am I alone in this world?
Yeah.
And that's how I felt on like many bachelor parties.
Yeah, I could see that. It's hard. And I also don't really have childhood friends.
Yeah, no, same. Like I have like adult friends.
I admire people that do. Like my Jackson, whenever we go to his hometown, I've met the neighbor he grew up next to. I have met his first grade baseball friend.
Right.
Like he He knows everybody. And he like keeps in touch with everybody, which is such a gift.
Right.
And I think that's such a beautiful thing. I could not be more opposite. I'm trying to like word this nicely. I'm a very like here and now person. And it's very hard for me to keep in contact with people. I have to put a lot of effort into it. And I think because of that, I would say I've lost friends in the past
You've grown
because of
apart.
that. Yeah. Like it just a mutual, they didn't try that hard and I didn't try that hard. And so we don't talk that much.
Yeah. That's how mine's been too. And Mr. Wright, I still don't say his name.
Oh, fine.
Mr. Wright, he, same way. Like friends, we've been friends since preschool. We've been friends with, and I'm like, my longest friendships are, you know, they are like 10 years. Like I have college friends, but not a lot. And since gotten older, I've tried to like give myself some slack for that and like grace for that because like, because of these situations, it makes me feel bad about it. And it's like, no, it is very normal to have outgrown people or to like just grow apart. Like, you know, people stop recognizing you in that environment because like you have changed and you have grown and like, that's okay. That's a beautiful thing.
100%.
So,
and it's normal. Yeah.
And like, I feel like I'm victimized by these Bachelorette games.
They do put a spotlight on it.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh.
I don't know the answer to that. Why don't I know the answer to that? And then you see people like screaming out like, they fucked in a bathroom at Bubby's in Meatpacking District. Yeah. Like, and you're just like drinking in the corner. Yeah.
Didn't know that one.
Remember that time when I accidentally went to the moon at the airport? Well, I finally figured out the right dosing for me and I switched to psilocybin with Schedule 35. Fun fact, when you take shrooms at a sub-hallucinogenic level, it can sharpen your focus, unleash your creativity, hone your mental clarity, boost your productivity, and even ease your anxiety, which is exactly why I started microdosing with Schedule 35. You guys know I am a one-man show, so staying on top of everything and always being on creatively can sometimes be a challenge. Even I can admit that. But ever since working Schedule 35 into my daily routine, it has been a complete game changer. It's helped get my creative juices flowing, keep me focused, and I am ready to take this podcast to the moon. Their vegan capsules are accurately dosed so that I get the perfect edge for even my craziest days without the hallucinogenic effects. And if you don't want the capsules, you can do chocolates or you could do gummies or you can even do their shroom-infused tea. Each order ships discreetly and comes with a microdosing regimen with all the education you need to get started and keep you on track. Get 15% off all orders with code TOOMUCH at schedule35.co. That's 15% off at schedule35.co with code TOOMUCH. Happy microdosing. Also, another caveat, I've also sat there looking at these games on bachelorette parties, thinking to myself, will I ever be in a room full of girls who know the answers to these questions about me?
Yeah.
Like, have I been open enough? Have I been friends with people long enough to where that they would even know where my first kiss was, what my favorite ice cream flavor is? Like, and I don't know if they do.
And the open enough is such a real thing because even to this day, I'm not someone to just volunteer.
Same. Like I don't
juicy stuff that's going on in my life or just like stuff that's going on in my life.
Says the two girls with podcasts.
I'm so true.
We literally put our entire lives on the display.
To be fair, okay, I have been on YouTube for over 10 years now. Every YouTuber I've ever met, most of us are the same.
Yeah.
We're shy, we're quiet, we're not that like outgoing. I do think there is something to the like,
it's what you curate.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like,
I
you only see what I want you to see.
Yes. But if it's personal stuff, it's like a completely different story. Yeah. So I think there's some like commonality with stuff like that, which is very fascinating. But like even to this day, if my sister, who is the person I'm closest to in like the whole world, doesn't outright ask me about something, there's a huge chance she doesn't know either.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I'm some of my best friends, they know like my favorite drink.
Right.
And they know like the funny stories about me and stuff, but do they know like my deepest, darkest fears? Like they don't know those things.
Yeah.
Like I'm also not the kind of person who sits there texting my friends all day long where we're like constantly in each other's ears and brains.
Yeah. So I just don't work that way either.
Yeah. And yeah, bachelorette parties really just like fucking highlight the shit out of that.
Yeah, and I've looked at all these bachelorette parties that I go to with like all of these people and I'm like, do I know 20 girls that I would bring on my bachelorette because it's looking slim?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know that I could fill up this room. Like it's overwhelming. And that's another reason why I would lean into like a much more intimate bachelorette for me.
Are you going to do a bridal party?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have my core group of girls, and I
Mhm.
know Jackson has a core group of guys. So I think
Yeah,
I will.
He runs deep.
He really does run deep. He's got some like close friends. So I can see us doing that. But also, I know like whether it's intentional or not, or stuff happens, whatever, like drama tends to happen with stuff like
Mhm.
that. And I am the most anti-drama human. I hate confrontation. I will avoid it at all costs. And if that means I don't get to have a bridal party, like I'm fine with that.
Oh.
So like I don't think anything's gonna happen. I personally love my girls, and I think Jackson's guys are like the chillest people on the planet. But like if for some reason, if I feel torn, like I'm leaving someone out or whatever, I can easily just like not do that
Yeah.
and just have like me and him up there. I'd be fine with that. Or like a best man and a bridesmaid.
Maid of honor.
Yeah. Maid of honor. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. Like I have something very special that I am going to do, but I'm not going to reveal it until it happens.
Fine.
But as far as maid of honor goes, I don't want to have one.
Fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's partially because my sister didn't ask me to be hers. So I kind of like, and it's not because it's like out of spite, but it's more of she is who I would want to have up there, and like but I don't really want to now.
Yeah.
And it's also like I do have best friends that I would prefer to be up there, but like if it's not my it's too complicated at this point. I'm kind of like I just don't want one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's so much drama that revolves around it. I actually have a really hot take.
Oh, go for it.
I think that people should not be given their roles in the bridal party until after the Bachelorette.
Ooh.
And the Bachelorette, not to make it like an audition, but it's an audition.
Oh, I have been to bachelorettes where
people get demoted.
No, well, actually, where the maid of honor, there was drama with who was chosen to be the maid of honor and who maybe thought they should have been the maid of honor, and
it's tale as old as time.
The way that like that ate away at me, who wasn't even involved.
Yeah,
I could feel. And when we walked into the room, I could feel the animosity. And I was just like, this tension is gonna kill me. I was like, where's my drink? Like I gotta like get rid of this. I hated it so much. And I wasn't even a part of that. Like I was just a
bystander, innocent bystander.
I was just a bridesmaid. And I was just happy to be here. And I was like,
I came for the theme night.
Girls. And it was outrageous.
Yeah.
And so
I genuinely think like, and really not to pit everyone against each other, but like because you don't want that animosity.
Yeah.
But also like everyone's true colors come out on a bachelorette party.
It's wild.
Like I went on a bachelorette party once where I was not part of the bridal party.
Yeah.
This happens to me a lot, actually.
I've been on a couple too, and I've been like, how did I get here?
I've been on 3 now where I have not been in the bridal party, but I've been there. And one specifically, the maid of honor, I think she had like 2 maid of honors. One didn't come because granted it was COVID and she had just had an infant. So fine, whatever,
Fair.
she gets passed. But the other one, like kind of like shit the bed. We were all in a house and it was actually like her house. Like she had like a vacation home. And I was the first one to arrive. I knew that the other maid of honor wasn't gonna be there. So I was like, hey, if you need any help, let me know.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh yeah, here's a list of things to do. So I did all of these things. I came early. I helped her set up. I helped her decorate. I did all of the printouts for scavenger hunts and games and menus and itineraries and all of that. I did all of the decorating while like she finished working or something. Like I have no idea what the fuck she was doing. And then I also hired a photographer for the weekend, like as a surprise, which like I chose to do. That's fine.
Right.
The next morning, we all wake up. There's like 15 of us. There's no food in the house. So I was like, hey, do we have like coffee or bagels
for breakfast?
No plans for breakfast. She was like, oh, I just figured everyone like do what they, and I was like, no. So my friend and I went out and like got breakfast for everyone. Just like weird things.
Yeah. That is your job.
Right.
So the whole reason of having a maid of honor
is so they do that.
Is so they plan that for you.
And I wasn't even in the wedding party.
Yeah.
So in my mind, with my new hot take, I'm like, well, I should have replaced her.
Clearly, that should have been me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've even been to a wedding where nothing was ready and I did a lot of work. And it was a very chill wedding. They didn't have a wedding coordinator, I don't think. And so one of the friends who was good at that stuff was taking the place of the wedding coordinator. So then I show up and I had to drive far. So I don't know how, but I beat everyone.
Yeah. You're like, it's going to take me 10 hours.
But also,
Takes
I'm
4.
notoriously on time, like painstakingly, always 10 minutes early, even to events.
Great
it's just
quality.
like, it's a thing, and it's kind of annoying even for me.
Because everyone else is chronically
because
late.
no one's ever ready.
Yeah.
And I always end up sitting there bored on my phone. Or in this instance, like decorating for the entire thing. And I was just like, where is everyone?
This is not my job.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, I'm a little early. Like, I offered the same thing because I'm
right, because I'm
a kind
helpful.
human.
Right.
And I was like, hey, like, I'm here. I don't know where you are, but like, what can I get started on? And she was like, here's this. I get a whole list of like what I can get started on. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
She'll be here any second. I'll start doing this. She's so late.
The maid of honor.
No, the woman
girl.
that was planning everything.
Got it, yes.
She was so late and nothing was ready. It was absolute chaos. Luckily, I think we successfully kept it
under wraps
from the bride,
yeah.
so she didn't have any idea. But I literally was like texting everyone I knew that was a part of the party, and I was like, where is this person? And I was like, who's in charge of this? I was like, just so you know, the tables are not even set up. Like, and I was like losing my mind, and I ended up getting ready for the wedding in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I looked like a wreck at the wedding because the entire time I was decorating.
Yeah, the bride's like, you look tired.
And I was like, girl, you have no idea. Like, this is wild.
I did the same, like, we kept it from the bride. Like, I never said anything to her.
I'm never
like,
going to tell her.
Yeah, I would never
to this
bring
day,
that up.
Still won't tell her.
Luckily, mine, I think she realized it on her own, and she ended up like thanking me like months. I just bit my tongue. She ended up thanking me like months later.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
And I kind of was just like, don't worry about it. And then I didn't say anything, but like it made me look at the other girls a certain way because I was just like, the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like this is crazy.
If you get a role, you must show up for your role.
And what's crazy is I'm like, I live farther away than you do.
Yeah.
How
are we here? How did we get here?
How did this happen?
Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to support you. I didn't do all this. Like, it was crazy. But like weddings, bachelorettes, all of that stuff, all the cattiness comes out. And I felt it coming out of me too. Like in the moment, I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I was like, why am I'm like setting up tables. I'm like, how did I get here? What's going on?
There are like 10 types of people on a bachelorette party. I've got them for you, right?
Yeah.
I've got all 10. We have the control freak.
Yes.
We have the girl that gets drunk and cries.
Yeah.
The girl that gets drunk and fights people.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that gets drunk and passes out.
Yeah. Blackout.
The girl that misses her boyfriend.
I'm picturing all the people I know with like the title in front of them just holding it with their mugshot.
You have the girl who tries to prove that she's the bride's best friend.
Yep.
We have the girl who doesn't want to be included in the Splitwise because she's not drinking this month.
Yeah.
We have the one-upper.
Yep.
And
wow, you are nailing this.
I'm like, I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, the passenger princess.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's it.
I do feel lucky. I feel like the last couple years, I've been to a lot where we finally had like good groups of people where like people took turns cleaning.
Yeah.
People took turns like going out and getting stuff. People took turns like making reservations.
That's the difference
whatever.
between a bachelorette party in your 20s versus your 30s.
I was gonna say all of this is like post 30.
Yeah.
So like I just felt like there was a big shift in like, okay, we're adults now and we know how to take care of our own shit and we're not going to expect anyone to do it for us.
Yeah.
And like an appreciation for the person who gets up first and starts cleaning. And it's like, okay, well they did it last night. I'm going to do it this morning. And it was like this understanding. And I was like, this is beautiful. This is health. Like this is growth. It's a very refreshing to see. I'm not saying it's there all the time, but when it happens, I'm just like, bless you.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
Have you ever dealt with a bridezilla on a bachelorette?
I don't think so. Personally, I feel like it's the maids of honors that have been the issue for most that I've gone to. The brides might get their feelings hurt and cry for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because of drama, but like it actually, I think every time has stemmed from like a maid of honor or someone who felt like they should have been.
I'm trying to think back on mine. I don't think I've had any bridezillas.
Are those the culprits?
I know. Also, I'm like, I go through that list and I'm like, I've probably been 4 out of the 10 on that
You're like,
list.
wait, which one am I?
Yeah. I've definitely gotten drunk and cried.
Yeah.
I've definitely I feel like I've gotten in like fights with like external people when
yeah.
I've been drunk. I've had a couple like where I've been like, I don't want to say bullied, but I was like kind of bullied on one.
Yikes.
And I was really sad
Not the
about
childhood trauma
it.
coming out.
It was like a really small, tiny, petty thing that happened.
But those little things sometimes just,
no,
especially when you're not prepared for it, when you were like, where did that come from?
It was so fucked up. I didn't even like know the girl.
Yeah.
It was like, it was over a speaker. Like we were in a car and I was I was DJing on the speaker and it kept disconnecting. I was like, what's happening? Why is this thing broken? What's going on? And then I hear like snickering in the back of the car. And they were fucking with me and turning it on and off and like gaslighting me, making me like freak out.
Oh God.
And this was like 3 years ago. Like this is recent. And I kind of was like,
so we're all adults.
Like just people. Come on. We're all here to have fun. We're all trying to escape our lives.
We're supposed to be like a
get drunk and release.
A getaway focused on
the bride. That's
supposed
what
to
I
be
meant.
about you.
That's what I meant.
It's not supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about her. So
Yeah.
it's just like, it's wild. It's absolutely insane.
Are there any things that you can think of that you're going to be like unapologetic about and like this is happening this way kind of a thing where it's like even if people do try to, or I guess you just said you're non-confrontational, but like still.
I am super non-confrontational. I don't think so, but it's probably because I haven't thought it through yet. Like I genuinely have not given it like a second of like I should sit down and start like thinking about.
I've been keeping a list in my phone over the past like 5 years.
That's brilliant.
From weddings that I've gone to of like things that I'm like, oh, I want to do this or oh, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then like Bachelorette's not so much, but also like with podcasting over the past couple of years, like as I've talked about girls trips and things like that, I have like notes on that. So I feel like I have like a good idea. I'm acting like I'm engaged, which I'm not. But you know, there's certain things where I'm just like, I do think I want it to be just my way.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to be a part of that, or even if like you can't afford it, don't come.
Yeah. Well, see, that's another sticky thing that I've been thinking about a lot.
I just sounded like a huge bitch, but
No, that's another sticky thing. It's just like there's so much pressure on the bride. You also have to think about like everyone you're inviting. And it's like if you want to go to, I don't know, Vegas and stay at the nicest hotel and go to the nicest dinners and go to the nicest clubs and like do all of this stuff, like just because that's something you want to do doesn't mean that everyone in your party is financially able to do that. Right. So you have to think like as a group, which is so much pressure.
Or you don't.
Yeah.
Or you say, guys, this is what I want to do because I'm literally getting married.
It's so much pressure.
Either come and you like it.
Yeah.
Or you don't come and I'm not offended and we can do something else like at home.
Yes. And I think what it's kind of boiled down to for me is who am I inviting and are they
financially
are they not that if they're unable to do something, I would hope that they would come to me first before just saying no, they can't come. I do feel like everyone that I would invite would feel comfortable enough to talk to me about that, but that's also like on the bride to make sure like, hey, here's everything I want to do. I want to stay here. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. If you can't for some reason, like, please talk to me first because maybe there's something we can figure out. Like, maybe we can make it work some way. Maybe someone can room whatever, make something work. But I would hope that I have the people in my life will be willing to help clean, will be willing to, like, pitch in. Aren't going to question the splits. Like,
and I also think, like, at least you and I can tell, you know, just even from like the brief time I've spent with you, like we don't have friends that are assholes and that are not going to, like, I don't associate with those people.
I was gonna say, so, like, I really feel like I'm at an age where I've just kind of grown out of that phase of like, okay, well, just because I'm friends with, that doesn't mean you'll be in my bridal party. Like, that doesn't mean you'll be at my bachelorette. Like,
I don't think that's gonna be like a possibility.
If you're coming, like, you've got to be like the most down bitch.
Yeah,
and you've got to be like so chill and go with the flow. And if you start inserting yourself in any way, I'm gonna be like, that is not who I planned to have here.
Yeah,
who is she?
And also, like, I'm speaking for the two of us, but I feel we are in agreement on it. But like, we wouldn't do things to be an asshole, to, like, you know, make it egregious so people wouldn't come. Like, I know I just don't even like want to do something that's crazy egregious. But if there are things that are like, you know, I'm a bougie bitch.
Yeah.
And I know that. And my friends know that. So like I am gonna want to do bougie things, but like I still have to pay for it. So
Right.
like, I'm not going to make it so
I'm
terrible.
going to figure it out for the most part on myself.
But like, it's the complaining when you're there of splitting the bills and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not going to rent an island.
Right.
I might rent a yacht. You know, and like
and we'll go to an island.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Maybe we're not going to like the nicest hotels, but there will be nice wine at our place, and I will. You know, like there are things that I'm going to like need.
Yeah,
for me.
No, I mean, I don't think I would ever want to like downplay it to accommodate too many.
No, it still needs to be you.
Yeah,
it still needs to be you. But like, there are little tweaks you can do to like help someone out,
right? Because it also you don't want people like not have fun while they're on it because they're spending the money or something like that. And like, also, here's another factor of it: if you are doing a fucking destination wedding, you better not do a big destination bachelorette.
Yeah,
like if you're already making people get on a plane to go to a wedding, like
it's asking a lot.
You do have to take all of that into account of like all the things that the girls need to be in on.
Yeah, and like you can't get mad if people can't come to the bachelorette because they're coming to the wedding. Or if they can't come to the wedding, maybe they come to the bachelorette. Like
I've seen people do like 2 separate bachelorettes where like one of them is in the hometown or like in the city that they all live in, like for the moms who can't leave their kids or for people who can't do the big thing. So they just do like a dinner so they feel included. And then the people who can go on vacation.
At first I was like, 2 bachelorettes? That makes way more sense. Yeah, especially if you don't live in your hometown.
Right.
Like I could see being like, hey, like let's go out on the town one night. I'll wear a little veil.
Yeah.
And like we go to like our favorite bar or whatever and just like bop around. And then like having a different bachelorette like where you currently live or a destination.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of brilliant. That could like fix
a lot of problems.
Especially for the moms that like have children that they're like taking care of and paying for. So like they could have a moment. You can have a moment. I love that.
We just cracked the code,
See?
guys.
Problem solved.
Yeah. Bachelorettes are fun again.
Yeah. We love them.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, like when you're getting married, I'm a firm believer in like it should be about you and your future husband.
Totally.
And like, I don't know. I want to make everything very untraditional, everything that I do.
Yeah.
And I think like even down to the bachelorettes and stuff, like I have no fucking clue. I also have no idea what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm, again, acting like I'm engaged. I am not.
I'm super open to everything. Even Jackson and I just, again, obviously being like very newly engaged, have just been like kind of daydreaming about things that we'd like to do.
Oh.
It's so fun just trying to like piece together like bits of him and bits of me. It's interesting seeing like the obvious things that we agree on, and it's interesting hearing like thoughts that he has that I wasn't even considering, and it's just like it's such a fun stage. I am so overwhelmed, but it is such a fun stage of just being like, oh my god, like what could it possibly look like?
Well, because you're finally at the point in your life where you're not fantasizing, it's actually real. And like everyone has those thoughts when they're dating someone of like, oh, maybe this could be our song, but I can't tell him that because that'll freak him out. And now it's like you could talk about it.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, that moment, like I look down and I'll just be like, you love me.
You proved it.
You love me. Like, it's like, you actually do. And it's like, it's a weird, silly moment of just being like, oh, like we can talk about our futures like super openly now.
Yeah.
Like, because before it was like little side comments or little hints here and there.
Right. It's like you still want to be sensitive to.
Yeah. And even like this last year where obviously like we knew each other was the one, it was still like, oh, well, we don't need to talk about that yet. Or it's not, there's nothing to like, we don't need to like plan it. And now it's just like, oh my God, we're talking about kids, talking about all this stuff. And I'm like, this is such a fun time to be alive.
Guys, it's awesome. Can't you feel
it? It's so great. But then like all of these questions and I'm just like, oh, I guess I should like get to work.
Take your fucking time. Like, honestly, I do think you should enjoy it. Like, this is a very special time. Like, one of my friends is pregnant right now and she posted a story yesterday just being like, you know, I just want to like shout out to my husband and like blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I'm so excited for the baby, but I love this phase that we're in.
Yeah,
she was like,
this chapter.
Seeing him like being an almost dad and like, you know, seeing Jackson being almost husband and like the excitement that he's having, like this is such a special time.
It is. It's
like
so
take
sweet.
your time. Fucking milk
enjoy it. Like
be a bride.
You'll never be back there again.
Well.
And it's just true.
Could be.
You never know. You never know.
Hope not.
But it is really special and it's been really fun.
Does he want to be like super involved in the planning process?
I don't think so. I mean, he does. He definitely does, because the longer that I've known him, the more I'm like, oh, he's very intentional about like his clothes. He's very intentional about like his space and like decorating, and he loves very specific colors. And like, I know he would be very invested in like a live band or like his outfit, obviously, he
Mhm.
loves that kind of stuff. There's bits and pieces that I think he would very much like to be a part of, and then there's other aspects that I know he wouldn't want to be a part
Yeah.
of. I have so many good girlfriends that are such good planners, so I'm just gonna
Tap into that.
give
me your Pinterest
hey
login.
guys, what do we do? Like, what's the
Yeah.
plan? Where do I start? So I'm gonna like give myself a beat, and then I'm going to start making those like texts
Yeah.
to like those specific friends of like, tell me what to do. Where do I start? Like, step 1 is wedding coordinator.
Yes.
So if you know anybody, DM me.
Do it,
Jackson's
girl.
from Colorado. I could see us getting married in Colorado, but also we both love California.
Yeah.
But also it's expensive out here. So it's like pros and cons.
Yeah. I want to do Italy, but
Ugh.
Mr. Wright doesn't want to do that. So I've been researching like places in America that look like Italy.
Oh, there are.
I need to stop acting like I'm engaged.
They're like, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm like, it's okay. It'll be soon, I think. Maybe. Who knows? Anyways.
Wait, do we think so?
We've
Wait,
talk about
how long
a
has it
time.
been? 2 years?
Yeah. We've talked about
Exciting.
a timeline. Not that I'm like keeping them to it because I really like don't care,
Yeah.
but I think that we have an idea of when we want kids. So like that is kind of what's like making the timeline a thing.
Yeah. That
Um,
is
It's a whole nother fucking episode.
that could be a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But he like on Saturday he like said something about like our first song and like he said when we're engaged. Like it's all like when.
Yes.
Like there's no more
It's
ifs.
gonna be.
Yeah.
That's a fun stage.
I'm so happy that you're in it.
I
I'm
love
so-
your chapter. I love my chapter. This is so fun.
I'm so fucking excited for you guys. If you have any ideas for Ashley
Please. Oh my God.
for themes,
Please.
bachelorette parties, where to go
Where to get
drop 'em.
married, live bands, wedding coordinators.
coordinators.
Literally
in LA.
everything.
Yeah.
Send them my way because I'm taking any and all advice because I still haven't started yet. But
I should send you. I'm gatekeeping this right now, but now I'm telling you, I have a Pinterest account for
Oh.
weddings, not just a board. I started a wedding Pinterest account
you would.
about 13 years ago.
You would.
It was okay. It's in my defense. It started for a college project. They had
Okay.
us like act out a career, and I
Yeah.
did wedding planning, and I've kept the account. And I
Funny.
went back and I updated it a couple of years ago because I had like the black wedding cakes and like the ugly
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And now I was like, okay, like
Cleared
this
all
is
that out.
yeah, I'm like, this is actually a really useful thing. Like the boards, I have one board that's like table numbers, one that's like fonts for the stationery. I have
You're so cute.
Oh
and
my God, I have
also
so many.
So organized.
I love lists and folders.
No. I don't even know if I've talked about this. One of my favorite things about you is your New York
Restaurant list.
restaurant list.
Yeah.
List is an understatement. It actually it does not give it the full credit. It's a full on document.
It's the yellow pages.
It's a document, and it is categorized by is it like a good date spot? Like by
What to
how
wear.
what outfit to wear? It's by the martini,
Yeah.
and if the martini was good or not. There's
Oh,
it's so good.
That's a good column I should add.
you should
My
add that.
martini scale.
Yeah, just because you're such a martini
Yeah,
girl.
I'm such a martini girl. Yeah, on my horror movie spreadsheet, my star ratings are ghosts.
Oh, that's so cute. But that's what I mean. Even the fact that you have all of these is so Emma coded, and it could never be me. But
Yeah.
I can so appreciate and I love it so much. It's so
Well,
cute.
I'll send you my Pinterest account.
Send me the Pinterest account.
Mm.
Also, your horror movie
Yeah, that one is.
list.
I even hyperlink the trailer to each one.
Really?
And where to stream it. There's like 300 horror
Where do
movies
you
on
find
there.
time to do this?
Don't know. I don't sleep very much. Well, anyways, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
This has been lovely. I think we've sufficiently scared and simultaneously comforted
I was gonna say
all future brides and future
it's
bridesmaids.
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything here. And that's what you get on a bachelorette.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of everything. You get a little bit of trauma and you get a little bit of drama.
Yeah.
Well, everyone go follow Ashley. What is your handle? Nichole.
Ash Nichole.
And also Unsolicited Advice Podcast. Taryn
Yes,
could not
ma'am.
make it today, but we love her dearly and we
we
miss
love
her.
her dearly. We miss her.
So go follow that. I will link it all in the episode description and all that. And thanks so much for going down the rabbit hole with us. We'll see you. Well, I'll see you next
such
week.
a rabbit hole.
We'll see ya. Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.
Love you. Bye.